there are still administrative matters that we have to dispose of. And we are in receipt of several letters from our resource persons that we invited for today's committee hearing, and also letters that were supposed to have been read in the last committee hearing of the Quadcom. So, Chairman Paduano, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Chairman, so that we can confirm whether the invited resource persons and witnesses is present, can we ask the COMSEC to acknowledge all the resource persons present in today's hearing, and later we will discuss all the excuse letters sent to us with regards to all the invitees that is not present in today's hearing. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
COMSEC, please comply.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Your Honors. For this hearing, we have the resource persons. For our resource persons, we invited the Anti-Money Laundering Council, and we have with us Attorney Adrian Arpon. From the Bureau of Immigration, we have with us Attorney Vicente G. Uncad. And from the Bureau of Customs, we have Director Vernie Inciso and Attorney Kyril Padilla. From the Bureau of Corrections, we have with us Assistant Secretary Al Pereiras, Chief Inspector Regino de Varas, and Attorney Ferdinand Balduman. We also with us Chief Inspector Jerome Glaze, Chief Senior Superintendent Gerardo Padilla, and Chief Senior Inspector Noni Foro. From the Civil Aviation Authority, we have with us Captain Edgardo Diaz, Brigadier General Dionisio Robles, and Attorney Irish Presion. We also invited the Department of Agrarian Reform, Department of Agrarian Reform, and they have not presented themselves for today's hearing. From the Department of Foreign Affairs, we have Mr. Von Pangwi and Ms. Karen Terrado. From the Department of Interior and Local Government, we have with us Undersecretary Juan Victor Llamas. From the Department of Justice, we have Provincial Prosecutor Ramoncito Bienvenido Ocampo Jr. and Senior Assistant State Prosecutor Josie Cristina Dugay. From the Department of Labor and Employment, we have Assistant Regional...
With all these documents that we have right now, we can issue or cite in contempt those who have refused to receive the said subpoena. But those who have been unserved and not resident of that address anymore, then we will be lenient to them, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. The manifestation of Congressman Fernandez is likewise noted. Congressman Acop.
Mr. Chair, may I know if SPO4 Arturo Narzoles is around?
COMSEC. Is Arturo Narsolis present?
At the moment, sir, he has not presented himself. He is not yet around as of the moment.
How about Commissioner Lilberto Leonardo?
He is present, sir.
Present. How about Lieutenant Colonel Rohina Garma?
She is not yet around, sir.
Okay. How about Bucor Superintendent Gerardo Padilla?
He is present, sir.
Present. How about Mr. Jimmy Fortaleza?
I believe he is around, sir.
Thank you. So, from the names that I have mentioned, only Lieutenant Colonel Rohina Garma is not around.
Yes, sir, because according to the invitation, according to the response of the PNP, where we coursed through our invitation, she is already retired and they don't know her whereabouts.
Mr. Chair, since we have issued an invitation to Lieutenant Colonel Rohina Garma, retired, may I respectfully move that we issue a show cause order?
Second, Mr.
for
Chairman.
not attending the
Second, Mr. Chair.
hearing today.
There is a motion to issue a show cause order to Lieutenant Colonel Garma for failing to appear today in our committee hearing today. Duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chair, in the last hearing, we also directed the Bureau of Corrections to provide data and documents regarding Chinese nationals charged with drug trafficking who died between July 2016 and 2017. And we also directed the Bucor to submit details of the transfer of a certain Mr. Wong to the Davao Penal Colony. May I know if
Congressman
Bucor-
Acop, I have here a copy of the report submitted by the Bureau of Corrections with respect to our request in the last hearing to provide us data and information which was asked during the last committee hearing.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We also directed PDEA in the last hearing to secure affidavits from the wives of the witnesses who were presented in the last hearing, Andy and Tata. May I know if the PDEA has complied with it already?
PIDEA? PIDEA, have you complied with the request of the committee last hearing to secure the affidavits of the family or wives? Wives of PDLs who appeared before this committee last Quadcom committee hearing.
Yun, tinatanong.
Please come closer to the microphone.
Nagbigay daw. Hindi kasi yun ang nag-testify.
Sir, up to now, sir, we cannot locate the wives and the daughter. The daughter of, I think Marabara is already dead. And the estranged wife of Tan cannot be found, sir.
Congressman Acop?
Baka mag-kontra kayo ng boss mo.
Yes, DG Lasso, you're recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Immediately after the hearing last August 22nd, kinausap ko po yung mga witnesses. Ang sabi po ni witness Magdadaro, pumanaw na po yung asawa niya na tumanggap nung 1 milyon na pabuya. Ito naman si witness Tan, sinabi po niya na matagal na po nangyari at ayaw na po sana niyang istorbohin yung stepdaughter niya na tumanggap ng 1 million na pabuya.
DG, the reason why we directed you to get the affidavits of the wives were that in their statements, they were the ones who received the alleged 1 million. Para mag-corroborate sana doon sa statements po ng kanilang mga asawa. Yun po yung dahilan kung bakit dinirect namin kayo nakunan ng affidavit sa mga yon. So, they refused.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Nakiusap nga po si witness Tan na kung pwede, huwag na lang gambalahin o istorbohin his stepdaughter. Apparently, sir, what happened is that the stepdaughter was the one who received the money for the mother. But according to the two witnesses, they also confirmed that immediately after they received the money, when they both the wives then visited them together in the Davao Penal Colony, they confirmed that they really received the monies coming from because of their actions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Next, we also required Attorney Roque to submit his SALN from 2016 to 2022, provide us a copy of the deed of sale for the 1.8-hectare property located at Multinational Village, Parañaque, provide a copy of the trust agreement between Percival Ortega and the Roque family, for the transfer of shareholdings, submit his 2018 income tax return, provide a copy of the loan agreement between Attorney Roque and his aunt, and provide a copy of the sublease agreement between Whirlwind and Lucky South 99. The other ones are submit the extrajudicial settlement of his aunt's estate, including the corresponding tax returns, submit a medical certificate for his wife, Miss Myla Roque, which would state that she's not capable medically to attend the hearings because the medical certificate given in the last hearing did not state so. May I know if this were complied with by Attorney Harry Roque, Comsec?
Comsec?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, as of the moment, the committee has not received any document from Attorney Harry Roque.
Chairman.
Sige. Congressman Paduano,
Chairman,
with the indulgence
in
of
relation
Congressman
to the wife of Harry Roque, as far as I remember, we accept the verbal explanation of Attorney Harry Roque last hearing with regards to the excuse for his wife. But with the colloquia for Mr. Harry Roque to submit the medical certificate of the surgery he mentioned during that hearing. And of course, in that hearing, Mr. Chairman, we have received a copy dated August 22, 2024, last hearing, with regards to the excuse letter made by Miss Myla Roque. And attached is a certificate coming from Clinica Manila. But when we check about Clinica Manila, Mr. Chairman, this Clinica Manila is just a mall-based ambulatory clinic. And second, ambulatory clinic only for medical services performed on an outpatient basis without admission to hospital or other facility. So in short, Mr. Chairman, Attorney Harry Roque committed to this committee when he was cited in contempt that he will submit the medical certificate of, he mentioned the two surgery was made to his wife. So as of now, we have not received such medical certificate. That's why, Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Congressman Acop, and if the committee will join me, I will move to issue a subpoena do this second, Mr. Chairman, for that document that was promised to us by Attorney Harry Roque.
So,
So move, Mr. Chairman.
there is a motion to subpoena duces tecum for Miss Myla Roque.
No, the
Second motion,
certificate, medical certificate for the two surgery.
for the medical certificate of Miss Myla Roque.
Yeah, yung dalawa na you mentioned during the hearing, yung last year at saka this year, Mr. Chairman, because that will only justify why we accept the excuse letter of, or the excuse statement, no, of Mr. Harry Roque, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, in the motion that was moved by Chairman Paduano, can we include also to cite the subpoena duces tecum on all the requirements and documents that was being asked by this committee?
Mr. Chairman, just a point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order.
What is the point of order?
My point of order is we have to roll first on my motion because under our rules, there is only one motion for one subject matter, Mr. Chairman.
No, what I'm trying to point out, Chairman, is to have some amendments on the motion
No,
regarding
no,
to all
that
the
is
documents
why-
that
Mr. Chairman, it's
being
all
asked
about
by
1
this
minute
committee. I'm not... Ako na magsasalita.
Hearing is resumed.
Mr. Chairman, if that is the wisdom of Chairman Paduano, I withdraw my amendment for that matter.
Okay, thank
Maraming
you.
salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Congressman Paduano, can you please repeat the motion?
My motion is about the medical certificate coming from the doctor or hospital in which Mr. Harry Roque is cited during the previous hearing on 2 surgery that was made to his wife. That is only my motion, Mr. Chairman. That's why I move to issue a subpoena doses TCOM for that 2 medical certificate, Mr. Chairman. That's my motion.
Okay, there is a motion, so stated, duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Okay,
Mr.
Congressman Fernandez?
I think I still have the
Congressman
floor, Mr.
Akop,
Chair.
please proceed.
Thank you. May I also move that all the documents which we required Attorney Harry Roque to submit and he failed to do so, may also move that we issue a subpoena doses tecum for the documents.
There is a motion, duly seconded, as stated by Congressman Akop, to issue a subpoena duces tecum on the documents required from Attorney Harry Roque before this committee. Duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
Mr. Chairman, last but not the least, we also required AFAB to submit the feasibility study that Attorney Harry Roque submitted to the Freeport Authority of Bataan. May I know if AFAB has complied with this?
Comsec, has AFAB complied with the request of the committee?
As of the moment, sir, we have not yet received the...
And because of that, Mr. Chair, may I move that we issue a subpoena duces tecum to AFAB for them to submit the requirement regarding the feasibility study that Attorney Roque submitted to the Freeport Authority of Bataan. So move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion, so stated, duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is carried.
That would be all, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. We now proceed with the ground rules, but before that, may I ask Chairman Akop first to please state for the record the ground rules for our committee hearing today.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The ground rules in the conduct of the Quad hearings. Now, each committee must meet the quorum and voting requirements under the House rules and shall act separately on any matter, motion, or issue before it. A member who is also a member of another committee or committees shall have a vote in each of the committee which such member is a member. Before the scheduled meeting, the members who have questions or will interpolate any of the participants in the meeting are encouraged to register with the committee's secretary. The lead person shall recognize interpolators on a first to register basis. Resource persons shall be given 5 minutes each to state their position or make a presentation in the meeting. During the interpellation period, committee members and other House members shall be recognized by the lead chairperson to make statements or ask questions to the resource persons. Time given will be 10 minutes. During the meeting or hearing, members who fail to pre-register and who want to be recognized will have to wait for the recognition from the lead chairperson. Unless recognized by the lead chairperson or by the presiding officer designated by the chairperson, participants are discouraged to turn on their microphones and speak. No interjection shall be allowed by the committee except upon recognition or approval of the presiding or the lead chairperson. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Akop. I hope the ground rules are clear. So before we proceed
Chair.
now with the interpellation,
Mr. Chair, may I also
Congressman Adjo.
request, since we are talking about and we also issued the subpoena duces tecum, this also pertains, Mr. Chair, to the ejection case filed by Harry Roque, and the documents that were submitted to this committee, Mr. Chair, needs a judicial affidavit, Mr. Chair, from Catherine Baterna and Cassie Ong, which was not submitted to this committee as an attachment to the document of the petition that was filed before this committee by Attorney Roque. So I move also, Mr. Chair, that we issue a subpoena ducis tecum on the judicial affidavits of Catherine Baterna and Cassandra Ong that was mentioned in the verified petition by Mr. Harry Roque, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Jong.
Thank
There's
you,
a
Mr.
motion to issue a subpoena ducis tecum as stated by Congressman Adjong, duly seconded. Hearing no objection, the motion is approved. Now, we proceed with the... I have here, by the way, a list of all those who wish to interpolate and ask and propound questions to our resource persons later. But at this juncture,